Hey guys, I'm Cara Di Falco, and this week in the Cucina, we are making pasta al pomodoro with a special guest, local author, Lisa Marie Latino. Great food isn't just about good ingredients and knowing how to cook, it's about telling the story of the food. So Lisa Marie is here with her book, 10 Years Later. Can you tell everyone just briefly kind of what the book's about?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me here today.
My pleasure.
And I'm so excited to try your food.
Yay.
So 10 years later, it's about a girl who is in the throes of a quarter-life crisis.
Yes.
That's like the millennial buzzword, right?
Yes.
So she's still living at home with her overbearing Italian-American parents. We know how that could be, yes. Stuck in a dead-end job, actually in media, radio production specifically, no boyfriend, that sort of thing. So what really adds to her downward spiral is that she gets to save the date to her 10-year high school reunion. So she's already feeling behind the 8 ball. Now she has to encounter all of these classmates that are married with kids and whatnot. So you follow her on this year-long, very romantic comedy journey through self-awareness and acceptance and finding who she is in the world.
Now, and of course, because you, like me, are an Italian-American, and there's a lot of real-life aspects of growing up Italian-American in this, including the food. So that was what kind of inspired today's episode. So on top of pasta al pomodoro, she talks about a couple of other things in this book. What are some of the other dishes that get brought up?
I sent you like a list a mile long
yeah.
of all the different dishes because obviously, you know, I'm 100% Italian-American, as are you. Food is such a big part of our everyday lives. So there's a scene in the book where she's having a Medegons from Texas coming over, and the mother, her type A, very Italian-American mom, we all know what that's like, prepared like a 5-course meal for these people, her brother's fiance's in-laws. So besides the pasta, round 1 was the antipasto with all the Italian meats and cheeses and whatnot. Obviously the pasta dish, chicken marsala with all the fixins and sides, homemade tiramisu, and that sort of thing.
Amazing. All right, so we are gonna get started on this dish. We're gonna be making a much more simple dish, the pasta al pomodoro. Really easy, really quick, great for the warmer weather. So we're gonna get started on that.
Can't wait.
So what I love about this dish is its simplicity, right? There's only a handful of ingredients. So we've got 1 small onion that I chopped up. I've got 4 cloves of garlic that I just smashed, because we'll pull them out a little later. Some beautiful fresh basil, and some red pepper flakes, and of course crushed tomato and olive oil. So we're gonna start by putting about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in our pan and let that start to heat up. So next thing we're gonna add in is, I have 1 medium onion that we just chopped up.
My grandma would be so happy right now.
Let's get there.
Finally, you a cook.
The next thing that we're gonna add is 4 cloves of garlic. As soon as you start to smell that garlic, we're gonna add in our crushed tomatoes. So Lisa, if you wanna open that and pour that in.
I hope I don't mess this up.
I think you got this.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
So we're actually gonna let this come to a simmer, and we're gonna let it cook for about 10 minutes. While our sauce is simmering, we've got our pasta water up to a rolling boil, and we're gonna add in, I've got some nice bucatini for us today.
All right. Why bucatini?
It's just the traditional pasta shape that the dish is made with, but you can use spaghetti, you can use linguine, any of the long shapes will work for this.
Awesome.
So our pasta's been cooking for about 8 minutes, our sauce has been simmering for about 10. I'm just gonna pull out those big pieces of garlic that we had in here earlier. And then we're gonna add in some nice chopped fresh basil, as well as some red pepper flakes and a little salt and pepper.
All right, so what am I doing? I'm just throwing it in there?
Yeah.
Mixing it up?
Yep.
Awesome. That's like the best invention ever.
All right, so we are gonna finish our dish. So we have some butter, some parm, and I'm gonna add in a little bit of pasta water as well.
Okay, butter. I've never seen butter before.
Okay, so butter, these are kind of like the rules for finishing pasta. You can do this with all pasta dishes. What the butter does is it just makes a really silky sauce and it helps the sauce cling to the pasta.
Doing something new every day.
All right, guys, serve your pasta with an extra sprinkle of parm, a little fresh olive oil, some more fresh basil. Maybe sit down and read a little 10 years later while you're enjoying your dinner. What do you think, Lise?
That sounds like a nice night. Just pour a glass of Merlot to go along with that, and that's perfect.
There you go. Lisa Marie, thank you so much for joining me in the Cucina this week and for sharing this dish with us. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will have all of Lisa's information up on caradifalco.com so you can buy her book and check her out as well. Buon appetito.
Bon appetit.